I'm going to do a little tail dragger practice with my Arrow's Bigfoot. So, two types of landings with tail dragger. You got your
takeoff flaps.
Land on the mains, which you got to have a little speed. If you try to come in too slow, you're going to bounce it. Let's try that again. There's a couple things. If you have a real bouncy plane, meaning when you come in for landing, you're pulling back on that stick to flare a little, you need to almost go to neutral, or some planes you have to actually push forward a little to get the perfect smooth landing. Right there after I touched down, I went to neutral real quick. Otherwise, you're going to bounce around a little bit. Let's do another one. I have half flap. Let's try another one here. We're going to come in. Normal landing, just a little speed. Elevator, get that nice and smooth. You got to time it just right. Almost went in the grass there. Now we're going to do the 3-point landing. I'm going to go full flap. Here you're basically stalling it right above, and you're going to go a little slower. But there's a timing thing. Every plane's going to be a little different on that. But we're going to give elevator, 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 elevator. And you're going to put that, oh boy, you're going to get that tail wheel on the ground. Same time you're getting everything else, hence the 3-point landing. Let's take off and do some more. Do another 3-pointer. This plane is pretty easy. You're allowed to, you can basically just yank up on that elevator and plop it down, and there's some that'll do that. With the 3-pointer, you got to be a little, come in a little slower. You're landing, Lee? Okay. Gonna let my friend Lee land his plane.
So remember this, that doing that 3-pointer right there, this is a STOL plane. Those are a lot more forgiving. You try to do the same kind of maneuver with, let's say, a 1.6 Spitfire, and you're going to have a hard time. The larger Warbirds, you can't come in that slow. You can do a 3-pointer, and it's the same concept, but you are going to be coming in quite a bit faster. Here's that Spitfire I was talking about. Coming in a little faster than the Bigfoot, but you'll notice that tail touchdown, nice 3-point. Here you notice on the mains, I'm coming in quite a bit faster than the other way, and letting it roll out a little, and then drop the tail, and I'm done. Example of my FMS P47 coming in for a 3-pointer. Same concept as all of them, really. It's just feeding in that elevator, keeping that nose up to get that 3-point. Look, they're not all perfect. Sometimes you have a bad approach, coming in a little too fast, and don't slow it down enough, and you're going to get some bounces. It's just the way it is. Keep practicing. Think of this as a challenge. My buddy Earl here is landing the E-Flight RV7, which is really hard to grease. Earl practiced the heck out of this to get to the point where he can get the right speed, the right descent, and just do really nice, smooth landings.
Alright, let's go, man, do another 3-pointer. So a 3-pointer again, we're coming in slow. If you're coming in slow and trying to land on the mains, you're going to bounce all over and be uncontrolled. But let's see what we can do here. Coming in, elevator, little elevator near the end here. And try to land. Got a little wonky.
It's very easy to forget about the rudder, and using that rudder to keep you going straight down the center of the runway. So focus on that, because with tail draggers, you got to use a rudder.
Try and do a better one right in front of us. That's the other trick with doing some of this stuff is, can you put it down right next to you? Put it down exactly where you want it. It's kind of a fun game to play when you're practicing. So here we go. I'm going to put a 3-pointer right in front of us. That was full up elevator.
Time remaining 1 minute.
Alright, so let's do another 3-pointer. Coming in nice and slow. I'm going to get the nose up. Full elevator. Land on the mains again.
Flaps up.
Usually if I'm doing a land on the mains, I'm not going full flap because it's going to slow it down too much.
Take off flaps.
But I might give a little flap. Let's bring it in. Have a little speed. And run it right on those.
Seconds.
Do another touch and go right in front of us. The other way. Secret with the on the mains is you got to have a little speed and start feeding in that elevator to get that tail wheel on the ground, but not too soon. Now I'm going to slow down, put that elevator down, and she sticks. Put it down too soon, she's going to bounce up again. And this goes for warbirds, this goes for all of them really. Anyway, thought just one quick little tip on tail dragger landings.